guys, too late to be calling it Happy Homebrew Wednesday, what with it being Friday, and don't know enough about what a fuck it Friday is to be calling it that either. So really just a quickie to update you on what I've been up to and what's going on at Gumby's Brewhouse. First things first though, this is the last day of the month and I'm saying, fuck it, it's Friday. It is a fuck it Friday. Bear with me. I'm having a beer. So I popped to the shop on the way to pick my son up this evening. Got myself a little something. Come in close so you can have a look at what this is. I've not seen this one before today, but this is the Beavertown Lupaloid. It's an IPA, 6.7%. Reputedly, after 4 years of brewing, this is their first straight up IPA, just hops, yeast and malt. No adjuncts, no fruit, no collaboration, no silliness. So it's a nice high rating on Untappd, so I'm quite looking forward to this. So I'll crack this open first of all. Wee, that's a little frisky. It's been in the fridge since I got home, so it's nice and chilled, but it's not too cold. So yeah, got to a point this week where I wanted to do a Homebrew Wednesday video, and to be honest, life got in the way. I was a little bit ill myself, wasn't feeling too clever, and so I just had to knock it on the head and say no. I've got a few things to show you. We've had some post, hence this. I've been creating or making something. I'm going to show you that, and a little bit of chatter about what has finished fermenting and what's going in the keg, etc. But first things first. Ooh, very pungent. It's quite hazy, and that could be chill haze, but I like that. I'll just bring that in for you. Might be able to see a little bit there. It's quite a hazy, sort of golden orange, I guess. Got a lot of hops on it, but I'm not sure I could say exactly what. Very citrus. So it's it's orange fruits rather than anything else. No tropical notes as such. Yeah, there's sort of mandarin and all that kind of jazz going on. Let's dive in. Well, do you know what? That's very pleasant. Yeah. Well, it's not a beer review, so I'm not going to tell you too much more about it. But suffice to say, that's a really nice IPA. Okay, where to start first? Well, yeah, what's happened in the brewery? The crabapple cider, which is going to be called Edna, and I'll tell you for why. Because it's crabapple, so Mrs. Crabapple, Edna, Simpsons thing, Edna. There you go. That's finished fermenting. I've got to get a final gravity on it, but it started at 1048, and when I checked it the other day, it was 1006. So whatever it's on now, it's done. It's definitely done. There's no movement in there anymore. It's a little bit bland on the flavour when I tried it, so I think it's going to want some aging. Don't know if that'll improve it much, but first go at these things. So that's that. The Kutch is that's been cold crashing, and I'm going to be presuming I can pull my finger out tonight and get dinner on for the missus. That's going in the keg this evening. That looked and smelt really nice, very hoppy. So quite looking forward to being able to try that in a couple of days. More to follow on that. And then yeah, what else? So in preparation for wanting to brew this coming weekend, I started making something the other day. Been working on my haberdashery skills, bit of muslin. So I'm making a hop spider. I think I mentioned this in one of the previous videos. And yeah, this requires me to do some stitching. I won't show you how bad it is, but that's essentially going to be a long sock because the kegel, as you've seen me getting that ready to go, it's quite deep, so it's going to need a fair bit of drop on it. And then the frame for it is here. It's a little bit Hayes Robinson, but you get the idea. You've got that's some sort of coupling that I picked up in B&Q. These are some carriage bolts. It's nothing technical. And one of these works. It will hang from there and drop hops. So that's that. I'm thinking about remaking my my immersion work chiller, because I'm still rocking the first one I ever made, and it's not the best, and I think I need to get one that's dimensions fit the kegel better than this one will. But for now it'll do. It'll get me through this weekend's brew day. And so that neatly brings me on to what I suppose is the final segment. Is it Welsh Dragon Brewery, or Dave the Welsh Brewer? He set up this black beer for Christmas thing, which sounded great. I've been wanting to do a stout for a while. I haven't got much time to play with. I've got to get it on this weekend. So Grain and Hops arrived for that and something else. So I went onto the homebrewcompany.co.uk. I've used the Irish one in the past, but I figure the exchange rate kind of smashes that into last week now. So I went on the UK version of it, and they do on there create your own mash kit, which I thought was perfect. I've seen the one on Malt Miller, that's great, but this one did the same sort of thing, really, to be honest. So I had a stout recipe tucked away that I want to use for this, and so I bought it on there. It was about 18 quid. All your grain, all your hops, dry yeast of your choice. I think there's a liquid yeast option for a little bit more money, etc, etc. And so that's come in the last day. Along with it though, they do a create your own extract kit. Now I plumped for the liquid yeast version because I've got an extract recipe that I wanted to make. It's a pale ale stroke IPA, depending on how the ABV turns out, and it's got a few hops in it that I've never used before: Equinox, Comet, Apollo. It's got Galaxy in it as well, which I have used. And I feel like I'm missing one there somewhere, but all the same, it was an interesting recipe that I found and thought I'd have a go at. And to be honest, I haven't done a partial extract or partial mash kit for forever and a day. So, you know, just for doing one all grain in a weekend, I might just about get the other one on as well. Failing that, it'll be the coming weekend. But I thought I'd show you what's arrived, so you can have a little look. So, big box came yesterday, and I'll just get the mash kit out. You might have seen these already if you've bought any of their pre-made ones. They come pretty similar, and I have yet to get everything out of this big sack of grain, hops, and there's going to be a dry yeast and a Protafloc in there somewhere. But, you know, they take your recipe, they put all the timings on the pellet additions for the hop additions for you, and it just takes all the thinking out of it. And then I've already separated the extract version, so got all my hop additions here, all timed up for me, as you can see. There's 3 of those in total. I'm not going to go through the recipe right now, but just really to show you. And I've got my steeping grains. It's about 600 odd grams there, I think. It's Weyermann's Karamunic 1 and wheat malt, I think. So that's that. And then the belly of the beast. There's 1.5 kilos there of liquid malt extract, and in total there's 3 kilos because there's another one here too. So there you go. That's all come in for around, so 2 beers, 50 quid. Can't really go wrong, can you? Oh, actually, I think the only thing I haven't shown you, if I'm not mistaken, is the yeast as well, which is here. So this is one of the White Labs Pure Pitch ones. First time I'll have ever used one of those. Got the California 5 Our Yeast WLP 051, if you can see that. And there's a Protafloc tablet in there as well. So guys, that's it. As I say, I might get some footage this weekend of brew day, see how well it goes, to be honest. More interested in getting this stout knocked out and getting it to Dave in time for his 5th of November deadline. And at that point, I shall say no more about it because it's all on the hush hush as per the man himself. So thanks, guys. Cheers for watching. If you have, if you haven't, well, you won't know about discussing this in the first place. So yeah, have a great weekend. Have a great week. Hopefully, I'll see you next week for Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Oh, been a long wait.